guys, good afternoon. It's me, Cali. Happy Sunday. I'm here with my regular weekly update. I went to the auction last night, but not our regular auction. We went to a different auction. So that was exciting, and I'll tell you all about that. Last time I saw you guys was Wednesday for my What's Up Wednesday video, and I crammed a lot into the last couple days. I was definitely able to get my Gypsy and Witch page out on time. I think it finally finished uploading like 7 o'clock in the evening, and it was due for release at midnight. So literally just under the gun, and I know Rita shared with me that it was kind of the same whirlwind for her too. So, but we got them up, and I'm really enjoying looking at everyone else's entries for the month. They post in our group, The Gypsy and the Witch. I'll leave all links below, but that's been amazing, and our group continues to grow, and I'm just welcome to all new members, and it's great. It's so wonderful for the networking and the amazing people that I continue to meet and have the pleasure of knowing. So that's really great. And also, I did the Gypsy and the Witch page, and then the next day, I was able to finish up my first installment for Mission Inspiration, Mike Deacon's new challenge, which will be a year-long ongoing art challenge. I used my Delusions journal for the first time, and I've shared with you guys, excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. I've shared with you guys that I love using prompts because it pushes me out of my comfort zone. So I'm super critical of my work, as I think we all are. You know, when I was done with the page, I still wanted to fuss with it and things like that, but I forced myself to leave it alone. I would change things if I could. Well, I can. I could do whatever I want, but it's good. And again, it's a record of your growth. You know, I did the flip through of my journals earlier in December for Vlogmas at one point, and just seeing my growth in a year. And so, you know, that will continue. So from that standpoint, I really am enjoying it. So that's fun. And I also have another thing coming up that will be happening in early February that I can't speak about other than being very cryptic, and I apologize for that. I hate when people do that, but I got it. I'm excited, so I'm going to get working on that this week, and stay tuned for that. And what else happened? I'm looking down at my notes, of course. I think that's it. So, all right, let me talk about last night, Saturday. I shared with you guys that Tom has reconnected with, I'm sorry. I apologize. That Tom had reconnected with a very dear old friend of his. A few weeks ago, I talked about them, Sadie and Elise, coming up to our auction up in our town, and we got to hang out, and it was the first time that I met them. Elise is from France, and she's a videographer. Sadie is an artist, an amazing, oh my God, artist, as well as a drummer and a bass player. And I had talked about, I showed you guys this cookbook, Lydia Lunch. Shared with you that she is active in the punk scene, and still, actually, she's on tour right now as we speak in Europe. But Sadie played with Lydia in bands and hung out at CBGB's and that whole crowd. So, and subsequently she knew Tom because Tom was a musician and a recording, you know, artist and all that stuff. So they all hung out then. So, oh my God, with the stories, right? So she and Tom have recently reconnected. We've all met, we've hung out, it's wonderful. They invited us to their auction, and they live up in the town of Catskill. And my father, back in the day, I've always lived up and around New York State, upstate New York. My father, when I was a child, worked in that area, so I was somewhat familiar with the town. But we went, Tom, Nick, and I went yesterday, and very early for us, we, you know, got out the door by 9 o'clock, and we were on the road for a road trip, and, you know, it probably took us maybe an hour and a half to get there, not too long. We went straight to the auction. They had saved us seats, and I will insert footage at the end of the... Actually, I'll insert footage right now.
The rare ones here are the nurses. You very rarely find the nurses. Somebody give me $100 for all, $50 for all the lead soldiers, 50 and 60. You're gonna 60 now, 70. Now it's gonna be $80. It's gonna be 90. 80's been 90 now. $100, $100, $100. 85, 83. Rich. Look at this. Beautiful disc. Beautiful, beautiful statue.
Get your card ready.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, and hopefully I was able to insert a picture of Tom and Sadie with a guitar that he had given Sadie 23 years ago. And the other picture was Elise and the cat, Mingus. Mingus Among Us. And Mingus gets dressed up, and Mingus is a cool cat. So they're all so cool, and it's great. I feel like, you know, the family's bigger, and I have some sisters now in another town, and that was really cool. So anyway, back to the auction. Very cool, different scene. Lots of, the audience seemed to be filled with a lot of antique dealers just based on purchases and stuff. But you guys, this was not our home auction. And honestly, there was a part of me that kind of felt like I was cheating on my auction. And I missed you, Kat and Patty and Jonathan and Ross and Eagle and Diana and the crew. You know, Larry and David, everybody. I missed you guys. But it's good to get out of your, you know, try something new, check something out. They had beautiful, beautiful things. Lots of stuff. They had like jugs, like moonshine jugs that I've seen at our auction, you know, that I could get for $1, $5. These things were going for $200, $400. I mean, the price range was so far above my head. I did see one thing. There were two things that I potentially wanted to bid on, okay? One was a lot of things that I liked, but not Spark and Joy, because I'll get to the Purge in a minute. But I'm not trying to fill up with things that I already love and have. But there was a purple silk kimono that was just beautiful. And I thought, it sparked joy everywhere. Sparks. And I thought, oh, I could wear it around the house, you know. Anyway, thinking, oh, I don't know, $10, $20 tops. I think it went for over $100. They lost me after 50. I was like, okay, goodbye, kimono. And then the other thing that I saw that looked, it was, in my taste, super gaudy. It was this huge, like big, hanging cluster of round globes that were dark navy purple-ish. The robes were, why am I saying robes? The globes were glass. From what I could see, it was hanging, but it appeared to be glass, and they were beautiful. But they were clustered together to make grapes, okay? And I love grapes. Grapes are delicious. I love to eat them. They're wonderful, but I'm not going to decorate with grapes. And I believe it was a lamp, like a light. There was a light inside it. Again, it was hanging, so I couldn't really see it. But my only thought when I saw it was, oh my God, I want that to deconstruct and use those little globes to hang in the windows or make some kind of celestial hanging. You know how I do, you guys. So anyway, I thought, oh, I could bid on that, right? Nobody's going to want that. Well, again, I think it went for over $200. I mean, the prices were just so high. One thing I did see, and I shared with you in my KonMari Purge video for clothing, my dresser, and I told you that I'm getting a new dresser, and in the Purge, I was able to fix my bottom drawer. Well, it came undone. The first time I used the dress to get my jeans, you guys, I pulled the drawer handle right back off again, and I just don't want to mess with it anymore, and it's done its work here. But anyway, when we were hanging out at Sadie and Elise's last night, they're also purging and doing things like that, moving a lot of stuff around, and there was this dresser in the corner that's perfect, exquisite, exactly what I would pick for myself. And Sadie kind of offhandedly mentioned that, oh, I got to get rid of that. And I was like, I can use the dresser. Wait, we could take that off your hands. So we weren't able to take it last night because we had the wheelchair on the back of the truck, but we'll make a trip up there again. There's still spring cleaning and stuff like that. So another good excuse to go up. And they made an amazing feast for us. And I could tear up knowing that I'm vegan. They made everything vegan. So we had a huge salad and these appetizer, like chicken nuggets. with an Asian sauce that amazing, that even Nick was like, who's such a picky eater and is a meat eater and stuff, was just like chowing down. They made a beautiful vegan moussaka, which is like a Greek lasagna with tomato sauce and potato and eggplant and oh my god. And then brownies for dessert that were just like, hello, you think you're eating, you know, regular food made with eggs and all that stuff. So we were feeling the love last night, and the conversation was so easy. And, you know, when you feel like you've known someone for so long. But speaking of, it was so cool how the universe works. I mentioned that Sadie is an artist, and you guys, I know that comparison is the thief of joy, but let me tell you something. When you literally looking around, like, and both her and Elise are hired by, not that like big names and stars and things like that mean things, but it shows a caliber of work, certainly. And they both work in Manhattan, and like Elise, I think, is shooting this week for Vanity Fair and Spike Jonze in a loft in Manhattan, and Sadie has worked for these huge advertising companies and things, and I think most of her work is in oil, and I could be wrong, I'm just learning, but sitting at their kitchen table, hello, off to my right was this huge, ginormous canvas of a goddess warrior woman with a sword, like she looked like Icelandic goddess, you know? And it was just like, oh my God, like breathtaking, could be in a museum. I'm not exaggerating. And it's like, where'd that painting come from? Oh, I did that. What? And, you know, I think in my head, oh my God, with my little art journal pages and stuff, but you can't do that. You have to, you know, but for a minute, I was like, wow, I want to paint like that. How do you do that, you know? Wow, teach me. That's how it is. Teach me. I want to learn, you know, tell me. So I was, you know, asking questions and stuff. And same thing, Elise is a videographer, you know, and here I am struggling with my little YouTube videos and stuff. And we all start somewhere. Trust me, I don't put them here and me here. I'm just amazed at people come, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. I firmly believe that. And I'm just joyous that these amazingly cool people, I get to pick their brains and be surrounded by that kind of creative energy that just, it's an honor. So, but yeah, I made a comment about how I was, how Tom and Nick got me a new webcam, which is here, you guys. And so I'll be attaching that to the lamp that I got that I showed you for my new setup. I'll show you all that when I do it, but that'll be this week. Tom and Nick were busy making explosion videos for Tom's Swami channel, which I should link below to show you guys, just to get him some views. He's got 2 subscribers. Yes, Tom started a YouTube channel. I'm not supposed to tell. Rita knows about it, but she's the only one I've mentioned it to. And maybe I'll show you guys, but they were using my, now that I said it, I gotta show you, right? I'll link it below. Check it out. Give him some thumbs up. Give him some love, because he's like embarrassed about it, you know? But come back around. Focus, Cali. Anyway, I mentioned about my setup, and Elise was like, oh, and Elise is from France too, which is amazing. She's like, oh, what you need is a magic stick. And I'm like, what? Thinking like a selfie stick. And she comes back with this, you know, obviously professional grade, kind of almost like the gooseneck lamp, the same kind of thing where, you know, it's a setup for a camera with a clamp on it, and it'll hold anything, and it clamps on anything, and just amazing. And she was right. Yeah, I do need something like that, but I think we'll be able to rig it with the lamp setup. But we just had such a great time. And in spite of the fact that I didn't get anything from the auction per se, I certainly got everything from the day. And at one point when we were having dinner, Nick had something to drink, had a Poptop, and he knows that I save those for my junk drawer collages, you know, which are a lot of fun. And in the purge, I'm going to wind up doing another junk drawer collage, because the Kumari Method, you're not even allowed to have a junk drawer. But I think I'm going to keep a junk drawer. How can you not have a junk drawer? It'll be a small, organized junk drawer. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But I saved the pop tabs for use in my collages, right? Well, Sadie asked about, she saw it, and she was like, you know, what's up with the pop tabs? And I was like, oh, I use them in my collages, you know? And she was like, oh, hang on a minute. And she came back with this, check this out, you guys. This is a belt made out of pop tabs, okay? Are you kidding? How freaking cool is this? Look, here's the back, and it's like crocheted, okay? And it's big. And obviously, she asked if I wanted it, and obviously I said yes, because I'm showing it to you right now. Is that the coolest freaking thing ever? And it sparked joy, okay, you guys? And you saw, as far as accessories go, I keep referring back to my Kumari Method, but you got to check it out, because I'm not done. And I'll talk about that next. Or I'll talk about that now. I showed you, as far as accessories go, I had the 2 hats and 3 belts. So now I have 4 belts. And I don't think that's excessive at all. And also I realized that accessories would include jewelry, I think, right? You accessorize with jewelry. And I didn't do that in my video. You guys, I'm catching a little bit of a cold. It's definitely this time of year. So all of my jewelry I keep in the bathroom, which is probably not the best place to keep your jewelry, honestly, with humidity. I have a lot of artwork in there too, go figure. But I live alone, so it's not like I shower with the bathroom door closed. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm in a good mood. Poptop belts. Yes, accessories, jewelry in the bathroom. When I get to my bathroom purge, which will be like toiletries, lotion, shampoos, things like that, I'll nail polish. Well, nail polish is makeup, right? My nail polish is in the bathroom too, so maybe I'll do that there too. I'll do nail polish and jewelry when I do my bathroom purge. Okay, let's talk about the Kumari Method. If you guys have not checked out my video on the Kumari Method, I will link it below. I've given myself a 1-month deadline to complete my whole entire cottage, which may be an ambitious goal, but I'm going to stick with it for now. I don't foresee any reason why I shouldn't be able to do this. I've completed all of the clothing, and I'll link the video below. The next portion of the purge is books. And I really think books and art supplies are going to be the most difficult for me, I think. And maybe sewing supplies. But books are my life, you guys. There's a Twilight Zone episode with Burgess Meredith where he spends his life in the New York Public Library reading happily, living a joyous life. And at the end of the episode, he walks outside and realizes that it's the end of the world. And that's happened while he's been inside. And he's not really unhappy about that because he has everything he needs. Well, the camera kind of pans back and he stumbles and his glasses fall off and they break. And he can no longer read his books. And that's kind of the end of the episode. So any Twilight Zone fans out there? If you guys are, write Twilight Zone in the comments below if you feel like it. I love that when you guys comment below. Anyway, I love books. That's what I was talking about. I love books that much. I don't love books more than people. Coffee pot. But they're a close second. And although I have succumbed to the new age and dove headfirst into the internet, and I have a Kindle, etc., etc., I need books around me. They spark joy like almost nothing else. So that's a long story into the fact that today, for the rest of the day, I am going to be starting my book purge. And I will be filming that, and I will add it to a playlist that I've already started of my KonMari Method. If you guys haven't checked out the KonMari Method, K-O-N-M-A-R-I, there are a lot of videos on YouTube about it. It is based on a cleaning and tidying method come up with by a Japanese woman named Marie Kondo, and it's life-changing. And like I said, I've already done my clothing, and I'm anxious to continue. It feels light. It feels great. I feel motivated and energized. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'll be filming my Kumari Method book purging. And I will be, this week coming up, we'll be doing, starting that project that I told you that I can't tell you. That's annoying. As well as I will see my daughter, Danielle, is going to come over with, my grandson Carter will be in school, my youngest granddaughter, Cammie. So we'll have a little girl time, and that'll be good. And you guys, I think that's all I have to share with you right now. I haven't been, I'm going to go make some green juice. I'm starving. It's like 11:30 and I haven't eaten yet, which is not good. But I haven't been filming or taking any pictures of like food videos or, you know, food or anything, because honestly, I've been working so much that I'm like standing at the refrigerator eating leftovers or cramming rice and vegetables into my mouth or something. But still 100% vegan, still juicing every day, still feeling amazing. With the exception of a little cold, which, what are you going to do? Take more vitamin C, drink more vitamin C. I'll put an extra lemon in my juice today. So I love you guys so much. This may be the shortest auction video on record. Not sure. And, oh, also, one more thing. I don't know. I'll try to turn the camera around to show you. As we were going to leave last night from Sadie and Elise's, they have cats, and some of their plants were toxic to cats, and she asked if I'd be interested in taking any of the plants. And of course I said yes. Like, I was like, oh, really? Oh my God, yes. So I'm going to try to show you. They gave me 2 big arrangements. One is right near the window on the right hand, yeah, it'll be your right. And the other one are the tall mother-in-law's tongue plants, also on the right. So I'd move things around here. I hope you can see. I'm not going to be able to see what you see, but I'm going to try to aim it in the right direction. All right, hang on a second. You see that big tall one there by the window? That's like an arrangement. Okay, that was fun. My phone has some weird glitch where it keeps flashing a message that my data connectivity is not available. I have no idea what's going on, but it keeps happening. It's annoying. So that's why the camera cut off. Wasn't that fascinating? I'm going to flip you around one more time. I'll show you the plants by the window. So, again, this tall grouping right here, which is beautiful. And then this one here. So I was really, really happy to take those and adopt them and take them off her hands. So that's that. You guys, I'm going to go now. I'm going to get purging, and stay tuned for those videos. I will definitely check back in with you on Wednesday for a What's Up Wednesday. And I hope you guys have a great week. And I'm sending you a lot of love, okay? Take care, and I'll talk to you really soon. Blessed be.